The Charlottesville riot where fatalities took place, many of the marchers, the Unite the Right marchers, have been identified. Some of them have lost their jobs. There are warrants for some of their arrest, as we saw in the Crybaby video yesterday. And we now have another whiner that has been identified. Thank you, one of my subscribers, Sharon Jones, for sending me this story. And the headline reads, "My life is over. 21-year-old Charlottesville marcher whines over outing by anti-fascist group." And this is an anti-fascist group in his area where he actually lives. They got still shots of him and they outed him to his community. A 21-year-old Hoonye Falls, New York man was outed as a white supremacist after photos of him marching in Charlottesville, Virginia, circulated online. According to Livingston County News, Jared Kuhn was filmed on Friday and Saturday last week by a BBC documentary crew as he carried a torch on the University of Virginia campus and chanted neo-Nazi slogans and marched with the KKK and neo-Nazis the following day. A Rochester, New York-based group called Eastside Anti-Fascists took still images of Kuhn and distributed 250 flyers bearing his photo throughout the Hoonye Falls area with the slogan, "No Nazis in our neighborhood." The flyers explain that Kuhn is a participant and prolific poster at neo-Nazi website The Daily Stormer, and a avowedly neo-Nazi website which local groups have been organizing to promote anti-Semitism, white supremacy, and violence against LGBTQ communities. Kuhn says he is not a racist, but that he traveled nearly 500 miles from where he lives all the way down to Charlottesville to protest the removal of a Confederate monument to General Robert E. Lee from Charlottesville Emancipation Park. "It's a piece of history, and I thought it should remain," Kuhn said. "It's important to me that we preserve American history no matter how ugly the past it is associated with. I'm not a neo-Nazi," he insisted. I don't belong to a German's Worker Party from 1933. What a stupid, okay. "I'm a modern Republican." Other white supremacist marchers from Saturday's deadly riot have made similar claims, like Washington State University College Republican President James Alsop, who said they have no proof I'm a racist when confronted with photos of himself at the white supremacist rally. Oh man. People have a right to know if their neighbor is a violent neo-Nazi just as much as they would if their neighbor was a violent sex offender, said Peter Berkman of Eastside Anti-Fascists. "I think it's important that people know the dangers their community faces, and we think people having that information is important for them to protect themselves." Berkman said that his group has been tracking Kuhn's participation in online neo-Nazi groups over a period of time, including the Daily Stormer, which has migrated to a Russian domain after a series of U.S. web hosting companies refused to provide its service. Kuhn now says his life and reputation are ruined in his community and that he and his family are receiving threats. I can't live in this community anymore. I'm in the process of figuring out what I'm going to do, he complained. I'm 21 years old, and now my life is over in this area. These folks don't just get to be weekend Nazis and then come home and live comfortably without having people around them knowing who they are, said Berkman. It's important that people know who he is and that this person is in their community and proceed with caution. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, yet another been outed being in a racist rally that resulted in fatalities and now denying any connection to racism. Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. Peace, family.